Hey, Viking fans. Chris Sims made waves by picking this player to go in the first round. Let's talk about this next in 3, 2, 1. Gather around, Skull brothers and sisters. This is Skull World, brought to you by Minnesota Sports Talk. I'm your host, Dave. You can follow me on Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook at Skull World. Make sure you hit subscribe. Leave a comment. I want to know what you think of Chris Sims about the player I'm going to talk about next. But make sure you do that. Subscribe, like, and comment. Help me Hulk smash the YouTube algorithms. Let's go. Let's skull. All right, let's talk about Dorian Thompson Robinson. But first, let's talk about Chris Sims. This guy likes to pick guys, right? This guy likes to pick guys. He picked our former quarterback, not to be named anymore, to be the best quarterback in the draft, or the second, I don't know, but he was listing at him first. We picked him in the third round. He is no longer on our team. He's somewhere else. But Chris Sims says Dorian Thompson Robinson is a guy that should be picked in the first round. He's thinking someone trades up late into the first round so they can get him on a 5-year deal rather than a 4-year if you take him in a different round. That 5th-year option important to teams when they're drafting a franchise quarterback. For instance, the Giants with Danny Dimes, they ended up having to pay more his 5th year than they would have if they would have extended him. So let's look at some stats. Let's bring them up here. We got Dorian Thompson Robinson, senior, UCLA, 6'2", 203 pounds, arm 30 and 5/8, not long arms. And that kind of shows up, and I'm going to tell you why. 9 and 7/8 hands, so they're not tiny, but they're not large either. I love it when I see a guy with 10 and a half inch hands at any position, especially quarterback because of the grip of the ball. Now, his combine results were fantastic, in my opinion. 4.56 40, 10-yard split 1.51. Vertical jump, not as high as I would think for such an explosive player. 32 and a fifth, 10 feet 1 inch broad jump. 3-cone drill, surprisingly, not under 7, but 7 2/8, 40 20-yard shuttle 4.44. So he's athletic, he's fast, not as shifty as, let's say, some of the running quarterbacks out there, and doesn't have the huge vertical jump as some of these explosive players like Anthony Richardson. But still, at 4.56, has a strong arm. Now, Chris Sims and not Chris Sims, but the quarterback school, I forget his name offhand, says he plays smaller than he is. Like, he's 6'2", but he doesn't play like it. I think it has a lot to do with the short arm, but in his delivery, I seen him hit defenders square in the chest that didn't leave the ground. Not sure what that's about. But let's read his player bio. Let me see which one I like better to read. If I go with the one from the NFL, or if I go the one from the Draft Buzz. Let's see. All right, so his draft profile, according to draftbuzz.com, Dorian Thompson Robinson from Bishop Gorman High School is rated a 4-star recruit by ESPN and handed a 4-star grade by 247 Sports. After high school, Robinson opted to join UCLA. In 2018, as a freshman, Thompson saw action 8 games for the Bruins as he threw for 1,308 yards on 195 attempts with a completion percentage of 57.9 for an average of 6.7 yards per pass with just 7 TDs while taking 20 sacks. 2019, as a sophomore, played 11 games. He passed for 2,700 yards, 365 attempts with a completion percentage of 59.2 for an average of 7.4 yards per pass. Notice an improvement, 57 to 59%. You don't get to see that. Anthony Richardson at 53%. Go on and advance, and I like to see Dorian DTR, right? We're gonna call him DTR. Now, as a junior, 2020 2020, Thompson Robinson played a total of 5 games. He passed for 1,128 yards, 140 attempts, and put up a completion percentage of 65 for an average of 8.1 yards per attempt with 12 TDs, allowing 8 sacks with excellent QB rating on the year of 106.5. As a runner, he logged 49 runs for a total of 361 yards, average 7.1 per run. Way different from Will Levis. In 2021, as a senior, Thompson saw action in 11 games. This is where he jumped up. He threw for 2,390 yards, 284 attempts with a completion percentage of 61.6. Sorry, for an average of 8.4 yards per pass with 21 TDs, while taking 22 sacks and totaling QB rating of 104.3. He added 120 runs for a total of 706 yards at an average of 5.9 yards per run. In 2022, as a fifth-year senior, Thompson Robinson saw action in 12 games and threw for 2,873 yards, 360 attempts, with a percentage of 69.4 for an average of 8 yards per pass. A huge jump in his last year with 25 TDs while taking 15 sacks and a total QB rating of 108.3. Added 109 runs for a total of 720 yards and an average of 6.6 per run. All right, Hendon Hooker had similar stats as far as average yards, rushing, things like that. So this may lead me to think that he's up near Hendon Hooker. I think he'll be 20, a year younger than Hendon Hooker, I believe. But hey, now scout strengths, gets the ball out quickly. True, making split-second decisions, good short to intermediate level accuracy, demonstrating the ball placement to allow receivers to run after the catch. Physically, Thompson Robinson is a natural athlete who plays with balance and light feet to float in the pocket. He's a pure athlete. I agree with this. Pure athlete, loose-limbed and flexible. Thompson Robinson has speed to pick up yardage in scramble situations. I agree. And he's also thrown really awkwardly, like where he had to spin around and throw the other direction to avoid a sack and complete the ball. So he does throw off script, and he does it pretty seamlessly. Now he does have a tendency to not do that and just throw the ball straight into a guy's chest. A linebacker lineman interception, which is, it was just so awkward to see that. Like, you didn't see that guy, that you just threw it straight into his chest. I seen that in him, but I don't see as big a play material out of him. I think he's, I think the Bears quarterback is probably a better version of him in every way. So I'm a little worried, but this completion percentage as a senior, or as his last year, has me very intrigued that we could get something out of him. A good enough runner to work read option plays, keeping backside defenders in place. True, I think so. I don't think he's destined to be a running quarterback, though. I don't think he is. I think he wants to be in the pocket. He wants to be a passer. But it's nice that he can be athlete. I got this guy now over Will Levis. Will Levis is not anywhere near where I want to be right now. I got him over Will Levis. Ball placement is a strength. Thompson Robinson has natural instincts to make plays when forced to improvise. I agree. I agree with. Again, I seen him like twist himself into a pretzel to get a ball off. So I think now his scouting report weaknesses are short, not very long. Very ordinary arm, though there is room for improvement with better technique, lacks strength. He doesn't have a high release at all. He, like I said, he plays shorter than he is. 6'2" is, I think, Kirk Cousins' height, or maybe tad shorter, but he doesn't look 6'2" out there. He doesn't. Thompson Robinson has a bad habits of fading and throwing off his back foot when the pocket gets muddled. And Thompson Robinson, too often all arm when throwing on the move, sacrificing accuracy. I could probably agree with that. Inconsistent downfield passer and puts too much air under his throws. Now, his spider chart, 40-yard dash, 94 percentile. Height, 33 percentile. That's 6'2", right? Well, I guess that is. 5 percentile weight. So he's small. He doesn't look small though. He looks strong. 200, a little over 200 pounds. Hand size 64, not bad. Not as small as I thought they were. Arm 17, smaller. That's terrible. Wingspan 31, also bad. Broad jump 93 for a quarterback. Obviously that's good. 10-yard 99. He has some get up. He has some quick twitch ability. 99 percentile. 3-cone. Like I said, 19 percentile. He did terrible in the 3-cone drill for his position, which is, back and forth, moving around, not necessarily the pocket, but quick movements, Anyways, vertical, 65%. That's not bad. 28 in the shuttle. Again, not the shuttle. This is a place where it's like, some of the quicker players do well in those two spots. And he has straight line speed, but not quickness. But his 40 time, his best attribute is the 10-yard. I don't get it. So it's really weird. He's a weird player, right? Update in after the combine, DTR had a very mixed combine performance. He aced the straight line speed drills, 4.56, 40-yard and 1.51 10-yard split, 99 percentile versus other QBs, as well as the broad jump, 93 percentile, but had poor numbers in both the 3-cone and shuttle, 19th and 28th percentile respectively. In throwing drills, he struggled where his accuracy was inconsistent and didn't look comfortable with long throws. Not what you're hoping for. So I don't see Chris Sims, this guy, going in the first round. I don't. And I think if he's there in the 4th, I'd consider him. We got too many spots open, but I don't think this guy, I don't think he goes in the first 2. He may sneak into the 3. I think it's a guy we can take a chance on if we traded down, didn't get a QB in the 1st or 2nd, and traded down and got more picks and said, hey, we got 3 picks in the 3rd round, let's take him. I could see that happening. Well, that's what I think. That's what I think about Dorian Thompson Robinson. Let's go. Make sure you hit subscribe, like, and comment, and help me smash the YouTube algorithms. All right, see you next time. Cue the music. Thank you, Viking fans, for listening. Make sure you catch my other episodes. Also, make sure you subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. Thank you. Skol Vikes.